What's up guys? Today we're going to be having a look at the white foam Generation 2 worker darts. And because I have them here, I'll be comparing them to the yellow foam Generation 1 worker darts. Comparing them next to each other, I'd say the white foam is a little more firm or a little harder, although the foam is about the same thickness. Both have an identical, very soft tip, making them ideal for family-oriented games or HVZs if your club's looking to get short-length darts. My club compared them in terms of pain and they seem very comparable to full-length Koosh darts. The box they come in is pretty much exactly the same. Both Generation 1 and 2 come in a hard box which protects them during shipping. I can't say the same about the ACC Gen 3 darts. They come in a plastic bag and there'll always be some of them that are squished, not the case with the worker darts. Let's move on to the Chronograph test. First up today we'll be testing the yellow Generation 1 worker darts and see how they sit. This is my 16 kilogram Alpha Kit Longshot. I've tested this before with the ACC Generation 3 darts and they hit between 225 FPS up to 240 FPS. I'm expecting the worker not to do as well, but we'll see. 216, 218, 224, 217, 218, 153 bad dart. 222, 236, 211, 213. Okay, so the Generation 1 worker darts averaged 219 FPS. Okay, so now this is a chronograph test of the white foam Generation 2 darts. 216. 202, 216, 215, 212, 212, 219, 216, 215, 211, 219, 215. Alrighty, so from this testing here, we've got an average of 213 FPS. That's actually lower than the Generation 1s performed at, they got 219. However, the FPS was a lot more consistent. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I prefer a much more consistent FPS because then you can allow correct holdover on your target. I will quickly show you an ACC Generation 3 done at the same time as these worker darts. Now let's move on to the accuracy test. My target today is an Exus 2 box. The reason that I use a rectangular shaped target is because sometimes the FPS can be lower or higher, so I aim for the center, and that's my way of trying to eliminate that variable. Now I've already tested the yellow Generation 1s in another video, so right now I'm going to be testing the white Generation 2 worker darts with no scar barrel. Having a look at the results from this, our accuracy was only 50%. Now don't get me wrong, a 50-50 chance of hitting an Exus 2 box at 55 feet is pretty good, however it doesn't even come close to the scar accuracy. Compared to Generation 1 with no scar barrel, we've improved by 10%, but personally a 50-50 chance is just not good enough for me. I then went on to test these darts with a scar barrel and I found the results to be identical to the Generation 1 yellow darts. In other words, it was basically a 100% chance of hitting the box. The Generation 1s and Generation 2s with a scar barrel are definitely the most accurate darts that I've used. However, because the FPS is lower than the ACC Gen 3s, at least out of the alpha kit, you do have to allow a lot more drop from adding the scar barrel. To make sure I was hitting the target, I had to aim at this square piece that's part of the aviary, and that brought my shots in line with the box. Now, something that I have to mention, just from the chronograph testing and this accuracy testing, half of my darts are now unusable because the heads have come off. These darts are ridiculously cheap though. You can get 50 of them for $2.50 on Monkey Mod's website if you buy in bulk. In terms of FPS, both kinds of worker darts fall short of the ACC Gen 3s. However, if you throw a scar barrel in front of the worker darts, you'll get superior accuracy to the ACC Gen 3s, but you will have to aim a little higher above your targets because the workers do perform worse in terms of FPS. I'll leave you guys today with some footage of me trying something a bit different. I've taken the strings out of one of Spencerworks scar barrels and made it effectively just a muzzle brake. This is with the Worker Generation 2 darts. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.